Hello traders, and welcome to the market opening preview on a Friday, the end of our trading week, November 14th, 2014. Great to be with you traders. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, I'm coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand, bright and early in the morning. Bright blue skies, nice couple of clouds out there, blue waters, white sandy beaches. Yes, traders, I will be having lunch at the gazebo on a Friday. Absolutely. With the laptop, so I can always take those trades. Alright, traders, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I am your moderator through the market opening preview that is brought to you every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, also remember today is Friday, so about 4 to 5 hours after the New York close, we will have the Friday wrap-up, where we basically go over between 12 and 15 daily charts of what we saw the past week and what we can expect in the next week. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006 and 2008. I retired from a wonderful career in the public safety department out of the great state of Florida. Traders, I came on a 3-month holiday to Thailand. And traders, today I'm still in Thailand, having a great time in my second career as a professional Forex trader. I trade every single day. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm in a trade every day, but I'm at the markets, watching, looking, observing, and waiting for that opportunity to take the trade. All right, traders, let's get the legal stuff out of the way. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. Okay. You must be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most of all, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. None of us like to lose trades, but traders, it's just part of being in the trading business. We all take losses. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, traders, let's take a look at the news and let's see how everything happened and what our calendar shows us today. All right, in Asia, we basically had no news come out. New Zealand had low impact data come out. Nothing really big. Going into the London session, we have 1 hour before the London Open, we have German GDP quarter on quarter. Very high impact, and that can move the markets. So we'll keep an eye on that. Just remember that that's going to come out 1 hour before the London Open. All right, as we swing on down, also in the Euro session, we have Euro CPI year on year. During our London session, that should give us a little bit of movement, hopefully. A little bit of zap. As we say in Thailand, a little bit of spices in the rice. And in the New York session, we have core retail sales month on month, high impact. And also we have retail sales month on month, also high impact. So traders, we have some data today, absolutely. That's good, keeps the markets moving, and it's a Friday, so we end up with position squaring and profit taking, so it's going to be a very interesting trading day. Traders, the indices ended yesterday with the Dow 30 was up 0.23%, with the S&P 500 also up at 0.05%, barely in the green, and the Nasdaq 100 was up at 0.43%. The Russell 2000 was in the red at negative 0.93%. Let's move over to the Eurozone, where the DAX was positive at 0.41%, and the FTSE 100 was also positive at 0.37%, with the CAC 40 in the positive at 0.19%. The Euro Stoxx 50 was up positive 0.31%. Traders, let's head over to the Asia side of the world where I'm at. And the Nikkei 225 is open down negative 0.36%. All these are currently trading. The S&P ASX 200 is also negative. We are positive 0.16% in the S&P ASX. The Shanghai is flat at 0. The Hang Seng is negative 0.15%. And the Kospi is negative 0.97%. Commentary for today is just be careful with position squaring. And there's a lot of talk in in Japan with Abe, and he wants a quick election in December, and their second tax hike. There's a lot going on. The media is just filled with this, so be really careful if you're taking these trades in the yen pairs. Just be cautious of that and keep your ears glued to your economic calendar or however you get your data for news. Make sure you keep an eye on it, because that can play. You know how the yen is. They do stuff when you least expect it, like during their lunch or during their open or right after their close. Like, they don't, and they never announce anything. When they do something, they just do it, and it's just going to come out there. But Abe, for the last 3 days, has been non-stop. He's been basically taking over the news, so just keep a real close eye on that. All right, let's head over to the 60-minute Forex charts. We have 6 charts to go over, as we do every day, and we will start with the euro dollar. The euro dollar is still bearish, my friends. I don't want to buy the euro. However, we're in a little tight little situation here. We need this to break this trend line, which is like a 5-touch trend line. We need to break this down. We want to go down to 1.2413, and we want to enter at about 24.54. That would be a nice 35, 38 pip trade if we can get the trade. Now, traders, I'm doing this about 5.5 hours before the London Open, so we're going to have 5 candlesticks before the open. So just realize that this is being recorded during the Asia session, but it doesn't make a difference. I'm still bearish. I don't think we're going to see this pop up above the 200 exponential moving average before the London Open. If it does, it changes everything, and you really need to go back to the daily chart and see what's going on and reassess, do another analysis of the new trade plan if this closes above the 200 exponential moving average. All right, what's going on in the pound? The pound has been very bearish this week. It's moved over, yesterday moved over 100 pips. Over the last 2 days, it's moved up to, like, I think 175 pips. So the pound has been very bearish, and we did a fib here, and you can see on the bottom on that last candle that I don't have 2 to the right and 2 to the left, so it's possible that that'll be taken out by the time the London Open begins, but we are just extremely bearish. But it really, at this point, doesn't make a difference. We need this to come back to the 1.5735 area, which is the 618 Fibonacci level, and give us this pullback so we could take the short again. I wouldn't want to be doing anything except short this. Just watch your daily chart. These daily charts are really at support, and they're in control. It's really amazing when you look at intraday charts and you compare them to your daily charts, how they confer with each other. And when you see an update on, say, the pound dollar on a 1 hour chart, and you go over to the daily chart, and then you'll find out that the next day when you go to your charts, it was a up candle. So just really pay attention to what's going on in the daily charts as you do your trading. All right, let's move over to the Aussie. This is the Aussie dollar 60 minute. This is a little difficult now. You know, this Aussie is all over the place as usual. But the situation here is that the Aussie is now approaching the 200 exponential moving average. And I really do not want to buy the Aussie dollar. I want to sell it. So I'm going to wait for this to basically break the 200 and also break that support area and give me a retest and take this down. I don't know about the Aussie. I have to be honest with you, traders. This is just going to be a tricky one today. This can turn around and bounce and go all the way back up to that 87.60 area. So, you know, anything can happen. Like I said, we're going to get, you know, 5 candles before the London Open. So, you know, a lot can happen in 5 candles. So be real cautious with this Aussie pair and just watch it. But when it moves, it does good moves. That's the funny thing, you know, like this move that it took to the downside, that was nice. That was late into New York, opening of Asia, you know, the Wellington Open and all that. And, you know, look at this nice move it took to the downside. Look at that Bollinger Band. Remember, I always talk about Bollinger Bands in my webinars, and I always say that 99.999% of the time that if a candle goes outside the Bollinger Band, it will always come back inside the Bollinger Band. And it gave us that nice wick. The next candle was red. That was a beautiful entry right there using the Bollinger Band trading strategy. And this thing just came down very, very nicely. This was a really nice trade. Of course, it was all in the middle of the night for me being in Thailand, so I would have never caught this. But this was a very, very nice trade for those of you on in the United States on the other side of the globe. All right, let's take a look at our Euro Aussie. Our Euro Aussie did the same thing yesterday. Our trade worked out absolutely perfect, almost to the pip. Came down, just was awesome. However, overnight, you can see what happened here. Basically, in the New York session, it decided it wanted to take its pullback, and that's exactly what it did. It took its pullback. The only thing I'm looking to do here, folks, is I want to sell this. I want to sell this at 1.4392, and we're going to put our stop at about 43.81 above the 200 exponential moving average, and we'd like to take profit at 42.47. So this can be a nice trade. Look at that doji. I love seeing that doji. You know, we'd love to see a couple of dojis here. This is resistance, right? Maybe we get a hangman candle in the next couple of hours before the London Open, and then we can sink this thing, and this thing will take this thing down. The Euro Aussie has traded very well for us this week and has done really nice Forex price action. All right, the Euro Yen, bullish, bullish, bullish. This thing every day keeps on taking out pairs day after day, and it is just so bullish. I don't know what else I can say. We just want to buy this, but we don't want to buy it here. So I'd like to see this pull back to the 618. I don't know if that's going to do that. That's a lot of candles and a lot of hours to get all the way back down there. I don't think it's going to happen. You can put some support lines in there and not wait for it to pull all the way back to the fib. But you have to get some kind of a pullback before you can take this, because it's going to hit resistance again. And if you look to the left of the chart, you can see the last blue candle with the big wick, right, and then brought it all the way down. So this could turn around and come down today. Again, profit sharing, position squaring, all that stuff. So we might get a big red candle today. It would not surprise me. Traders, this is New Zealand dollar. Another one that's really kind of interesting how bullish it's been this week. And this to me looks like this is just a Fibonacci retrace, and it's just in a correction. This one we can wait for it to get to the 618. We want to take this long at 78.51. Our stop is a 200 exponential moving average at 78.12. I put that trend line in there just to show you that that was a 4-touch trend line, and I thought that was pretty valid. So we can really take that also if this comes back up to that trend line, and we if you decided that you wanted to sell it, that's where you would do that at. So I gave you two options whether to buy it or sell it. I really want to buy it. It's been really bullish for a long time. But like I said, it's Friday and anything can happen. So this might sink. This might come down. So that's what's going on with the New Zealand dollar. Keep an eye on that. That's going to be an interesting one to watch today on a Friday. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL, Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you with me today, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand, with white sandy beaches and lunch at the gazebo on a Friday. Don't forget, traders, we have the Friday wrap up about 4 or 5 hours after the New York close. Traders, have a great trading day. Grab those pips, and we'll catch you the next time, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Take care, and bye for now.